Okay, so I know a lot of you have had to do your own cooking at home. And so Noelle and I thought that we would show you some recipes that we make very often. They're super simple and anybody can do them. And we use a lot of pre-made ingredients. We can get into more difficult recipes later on, but today we're going to show one of our very simple recipes that everybody can make and everybody seems to like. So it's going to be just a simple chicken pot pie. So we're going to use obviously chicken. I already made this last night and I was basically just leftovers, but usually we will use just a chicken that's already made, the roasted chicken that you buy in the market. So couldn't get any simpler than that. Ready-made pie crust. We usually try to use the Pillsbury. Sometimes we use the Aldi brand, but honestly, this is one of the times that name brand counts because it's just better quality. The can of mixed vegetables, and they need to be drained. And if you don't have one of these, I suggest you get one because this is the best tool ever. You just put it on top, get a hold of it, and drain all the whatever you're draining. It's awesome. And then it's all in there. You don't have to put it through a strainer or whatever. And then again, with quality, I like Campbell's. Everybody likes Campbell's. So with the soup, I go with Campbell's because, again, quality item. You can go with a different kind of soup. You can go with low sodium if you want. I usually use cream of chicken. Looks like I picked up cream of chicken and mushroom, but I love mushrooms, so it's going to be just fine. And that's all the ingredients, so let's get started on making it. So first we need to cut up the chicken. Now, if this was a rotisserie chicken, you'd obviously just take some chunks off and do this, basically. But the pieces just need to be small enough so that you'll be able to mix them in and they'll be bite-sized. You don't want them too big because it's just too much. So it turns out that was too much chicken. So I left these two pieces. That'll be good on my salad tomorrow. Okay, so next we're just gonna get a bowl and put in your soup. And I like to put a little bit of milk. Forgot to mention that earlier, but I like to put about a quarter cup of milk just so that you have, so that it's a little creamy and not real thick. You want a little bit of kind of gravy in there. This tool, this is one of my favorite tools. I use this daily, 2-3 times a day. My good friend Stephanie Valenzuela gave it to me, and it's just a simple, it's by Joseph, and it lasts forever. But I mean, it's starting to get a little worn, so I might need to get another one. But it's like sturdy enough to stir. You can pull things out and drain the water and taste them. It's also got this tasting spoon. This has a little soft tip on it. It's the best tool, just believe me. So we're gonna mix it up, and I like to add a little bit of crushed pepper. This is Aldi. It was like $2.50. And mix that up. Put in your vegetables. Just mix it a little, and then you want to just fold in your chicken. Did I drop some on the side? Usually I do. Okay, so we've got this nice little consistency here. And next we need to get our crust together. Forgot to mention, don't forget to preheat the oven to 425. So get that started. Here's your crust. It's already made. I mean, I could make my own pie crust, but why? So, also, you may want to take this out of the fridge while you prepare. Really? I've never done this before. So while you are preparing your ingredients, take this out of the fridge, because if you take it out, if you start trying to unroll it when it's too cold, it will crack, and that's a mess. I mean, you could manage it, but it's just a mess. So this is a 9-inch pie plate, pretty average. You're just gonna want to stick it to the sides. That's the easy one. This is the one that's a little bit more difficult. And we will get to it in a second. First, we're gonna pour this in. Spread it around. And here we go. Now, this isn't the prettiest chicken pot pie. It's no, you don't have no fancy edges like Marie Callender's or or places like that, but it's delicious. It doesn't matter what the crust of it looks like. You're gonna eat it anyway. So we want to lay this on top, and obviously it's so much bigger. So you just need to fold it over and give it some little pinches. Some are going to be fatter than others. Some are going to be lumpy and ugly, but sometimes delicious is ugly. And the last step is to poke it with a fork. So, because when it starts baking, the crust will rise, and then it'll just keep rising, and you'll have a big giant bubble, and nobody wants that. So just give it some air holes, and that's it. We're gonna put it in the oven. Okay, so it's been around 30 minutes, maybe a little bit over. You just have to keep watching it and wait to make sure that the crust is brown. So sometimes cooking is not an exact science, and I'm gonna burn myself here. Like my mom used to say, when I'd ask her, how long do you cook that for? She would say, until it's done. So it's done.